Hi, welcome to Donkey Invests. I know what you may be thinking. Why should you take financial advice from a cartoon donkey? Fair question. But remember, on Wall Street, plenty of people wear expensive suits and still make very dumb decisions. At least this donkey is honest. Today we are talking about a question that becomes more important after 60. Real estate or stocks? Which one actually makes more sense when you want income, peace of mind, and less financial stress? A lot of people assume real estate is always safer. Others believe stocks are always better. But when you really look at the numbers, the answer is not as obvious as most people think. And that is exactly why you need to stay until the end of this video. Because once you see the real math, the hidden costs, and the risks most retirees never think about, you may look at your own money very differently. In fact, one of these options may be costing people over 60 far more than they realize. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let this donkey walk you through it step by step. It is going to be simple, clear, and maybe a little humbling for real estate fans. Before we get started, do this donkey a quick favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me your age and the city you are watching from. Yes, I am a cartoon donkey, but I am also very curious. I want to know who is out there making smart money moves with me. And let me tell you something. When you like and subscribe, you are not just helping the channel. You are telling YouTube, hey, this donkey actually knows what he is talking about. That helps this video reach more people who need clear, honest help with money, especially those getting closer to retirement. After age 60, money decisions become less about chasing the highest return and more about protecting your lifestyle. At this stage of life, 3 things matter more than ever: steady monthly income, safety, and flexibility. You want your money to help pay the bills, cover health costs, and give you peace of mind. That is why the real question is not just, which one grows faster, real estate or stocks? The better question is, which one helps me live better with less stress? A rental property may look stable because it is something you can see and touch. Stocks may look risky because prices move up and down. But the truth is, both come with risk, and both can help or hurt your retirement depending on how you use them. Before comparing returns, you first need to understand what your money must do for you now, not 20 years ago. Now let's look at income, because that is what most people over 60 care about first. A rental property can bring in monthly rent, and that sounds comforting. If your tenant pays on time, the money can feel predictable. Stocks can also produce income through dividends, especially if you own dividend-paying companies, ETFs, or REITs. On the surface, both can create cash flow. But the key is not the gross income. The key is the net income, the amount you keep after expenses. A rental may bring in $2,000 a month, but that number can shrink fast after property taxes, insurance, repairs, maintenance, and months without a tenant. A stock portfolio may not send rent checks, but dividends can arrive regularly without the same hands-on work. So when comparing real estate and stocks, do not ask what they pay. Ask what actually stays in your pocket each month. This is where many retirees get surprised. A rental property may look like a strong source of income, but the hidden cost can quietly eat away at your return. Property taxes can rise over time. Home insurance can become more expensive, especially in areas with storms, fires, or flooding. Repairs do not wait for a convenient time. A broken water heater, roof damage, plumbing problems, or a new air conditioner can cost thousands of dollars. If the property sits empty for even 1 or 2 months, your income drops, but the bills do not stop. And if you live far away or simply do not want the stress, you may need a property manager, which adds another cost. These expenses matter even more after 60, when many people want life to feel simpler, not harder. Real estate can still work, but only if you count every cost, not just the rent you hope to collect. After 60, having access to your money becomes much more important. Life can change quickly. A health issue, a family emergency, or a major expense can appear when you least expect it. That is where liquidity matters. Liquidity means how fast you can turn an investment into cash. Stocks are usually much easier to sell. In many cases, you can sell part of your portfolio in minutes and use only the amount you need. Real estate does not work that way. Selling a property can take weeks or even months, and there are often fees, paperwork, and delays. Diversification also matters more in retirement. When too much of your wealth is tied to one house, one tenant, and one location, your risk is concentrated in a single asset. A stock portfolio can spread risk across many companies, industries, and even different types of investments. That can create more flexibility and reduce financial stress in retirement. At this point, the answer is usually not all real estate or all stocks. For most people over 60, the smarter choice is the one that matches their lifestyle, health, stress level, and income needs. If you want simple, flexible access to money, stocks may be the better fit. If you already own a good rental property with low costs and reliable income, real estate may still play an important role. But retirement is not just about making money. It is also about protecting your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. That is why many older investors do best with a balanced approach. They keep some money in stocks for liquidity and diversification, while using real estate only if it truly adds stable income without adding too much stress. In the end, the best investment after 60 is not the one that looks impressive on paper. It is the one that helps you sleep better at night. So, what is the final answer? For most people over 60, this is not really a battle between real estate and stocks. It is a question of what gives you the best mix of income, flexibility, and peace of mind. A rental property may look strong on paper, but the extra costs, the stress, and the lack of liquidity can make it harder than many retirees expect. Stocks may feel less comfortable at first because the market moves up and down, but they can offer income, diversification, and easier access to cash when life changes. The truth is, the best choice is usually the one that helps you live better, not just the one that promises the biggest number. At this stage of life, freedom matters. Simplicity matters. Sleeping well at night matters too. And yes, even a donkey knows that. If this video helped you think about your retirement money in a new way, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Donkey Invests, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next one. And tell me in the comments, after 60, would you rather own property, own stocks, or keep a mix of both? Let's talk about it.